So the new TikTok trend about Napoleon has me wondering, at what point was there really nothing Napoleon could do to save his crumbling empire? At what point was it that there was nothing he could do? And the question I have is, was there ever a time at which this was the case? "There is nothing we can do" is a phrase that should rarely be used in reference to Napoleon. In the winter of 1812, half of Napoleon's army was no longer able to fight, and the half that could were half starved and half frozen to death, barely alive. Napoleon had Russian armies closing in on him from three sides in the coldest part of the Russian winter, with an ice-cold river that had not yet frozen over. There was no escape from the Russian armies that outnumbered him 3-1. Napoleon escaped and was able to successfully get most of his army out of the trap. So for Napoleon to say that there was nothing we can do, there really must be nothing we can do. Napoleon has defeated armies twice the size of his own before. In North Italy, in 1797, Napoleon's army was encircled by a larger force, and he still managed to win. There are more examples, including his countless miraculous victories in Italy, but I think you get the point. Was there ever a point in which there was literally nothing Napoleon could do? Well, for me, the answer was 1814. Here's why. 1814 was the year in which Napoleon rejected the last peace offers made by the Allies. Napoleon's refusal to negotiate sealed the fate of his empire. It was at this point that Napoleon was attempting to defend himself against a force 4 times his own, plus more armies attacking his country from several other angles. The entire home front had turned against him. He couldn't win, and when he refused the Allies' peace terms, he was forced to abdicate. But what about when he returned from exile and fought the Allies at Waterloo? No, he couldn't have won, because even if he had defeated the British and the Prussians, the Royal Navy was still blockading every port in France. The Prussians had other forces that were not at Waterloo, and Spanish, Austrian, Swedish and Russian armies were ready to fight him, which he would have also had to defeat. Napoleon could not defeat that force. So yes, while I could not find any example of Napoleon saying this exact phrase, 1814 was the year in which he had definitely lost.